Hi guys, congratulations on finishing Unit 8B, and now we're going to start Unit 9. So Unit 9 is linear and nonlinear functions. So we're going to go back and talk about lines, but we're also going to talk about quadratics, absolute values, exponentials, and other types of functions as well. This week is only going to be able to do with rate of change. So today what we're going to do is focus just on numbers 1 through 4 on this note sheet. This note sheet is always optional on Schoology also if you want to download it and write it out so you have it for your hands as well. So today what we're going to focus on is identifying rate of change for the following graphs. Okay, that'll be first part on the homework that you'll see. So another word for rate of change is slope. Okay, and we talked a lot about slope last week, our last semester, and everything was linear. So we talked a lot about slope last year when everything was linear. So slope is the same thing as m, okay? And it's the same thing as rate of change. So rate of change. So in order to find the slope of a given line, the easiest way to do it is to identify 2 points on the line. So that blue dot and that blue dot that I marked with pink is our slope, our points. And then from there, I need to figure out going from left to right, okay? So from left to right, is my line going down or up? Well, this one's going down, so I know this has a negative slope, okay? So when I look left to right, if my line's going down, it has a negative slope. If it's going up, it has a positive slope. Then I count from the points. I make a little triangle with my points, and I say that I go down to that point over. So I count down. I count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I went down 5, and I went over a positive 1. Remembering that slope is rate of change, is the same thing as m, and also is rise over run. So I rose -5 and I went +1. So my rate of change would be -5. Now if you wrote -5 over 1, that also would be fine because I rise -5 and I run 1. So I'm done with that one. Let's look at number 2. So number 2, when I look left to right, my line is going up. So I'm going to have a positive slope. Okay? So that's the first thing you want to identify if you're going to have a positive or negative slope. I do my points, and I rise and make my little triangle. I want to learn it so well, so let's go up and over. There we go. And so I rise +1, and I run, I count 1, 2, 3, a +3. I have to move my finger to count. I don't start at 1, I move. So my slope here, my rate of change is 1 over 3. 1 over 3. And I'd be done. I rise 1, I run 3. From here, I could rise 1, run 3, and do the exact same thing over and over again. Okay, so this is a lot of review from last semester. So let's look at number 3. So number 3, again, my line's not really going up or down when I look left to right. It's not really going anywhere. It's just kind of going straight up. So I have my 2 dots, and look at it. I rise 1, so +1, and I don't run at all. So I rise 1 and I run 0 because I don't go left or right. I just went up 1. Well, a lot of people are going to put that down as 0 or undefined or something. I suggest you really get in the habit of typing at your calculator. And when you type it in your calculator, it'll probably say error or undefined. But when there's a 0 in the denominator, so right here when there's a 0 in the denominator, you cannot divide by a 0. So our answer here is undefined. Okay? So that's our answer. It's undefined because you can't do it. And also, just to kind of recall from last semester, this equation would be x equals 1, 2, 3, -3. So when you have an x equals, remember that whole Hoy box? Remember? Vertical line. Okay? I think that actually was a U there and not a O. So a vertical line has an undefined slope, and the equation is x equals. A horizontal line has a 0 slope with y equals. So just kind of remembering Holvox, how we talked about last semester. So let's look at number 4. So number 4, again, I'm trying to find the slope, and then when I look left to right, my line's going down, so I know I'm going to have a negative slope. Okay? Then I have my dots right there and there, and I'm going down and I'm going over. I'm going down and over, and I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I went down 8 and I go over 1. So my rate of change would be negative 8, or I could put negative 8 over 1, and that would also be fine. On an ACT, on an EOC, or something like that, they're just going to have negative 8, but you rise negative 8 and you run 1. So that's all we're doing today, is just how do you find the rate of change, the slope, the rise over run, from a graph. Okay? And write it in simplest form always. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for tables. Thanks for stopping by.